So this morning, Newcastle have made their third summer signing. This time, a return for Kenedy, who had a very successful loan spell after January from Chelsea, and he's done really well. So he is a winger, but he can play further deep. He can play at wing back, and he did really, really well, scoring twice, playing 13 times, and winning Player of the Year award. He joins Martin Dubravka, who also had a very successful spell on loan from January, and Ki-Sung Young, who's joined on a free transfer. This is what he's had to say. I'm so happy with this interest from Rafa Benitez. I want to keep going the work that I did here before and the start of the new season. Benitez went on to say, I'm really happy to have Kenedy back with us. I'm sure every fan will be happy with this signing. So he's just 22 and he seems like he's been around forever, but he joined in 2015 and has had a loan spell at Watford and now 2 loans with Newcastle. At some point he needs to probably leave to gain first team football. But he's really, really one of the players that I didn't expect to do so well, but he did really, really well at Newcastle and helped them find that second gear to stay in the Premier League. Because they were battling and they ended up finishing 10th, which was very, very successful for Newcastle after finishing champions the year before in the Championship. But one thing I would say, it's been very, very quiet on Newcastle, and their signings once again, free transfer loan and a small fee paid for Martin Dubravka. Now, there was a lot of people saying Rafa would have more money, and that's not happened, and it's annoying for him. People always said they have a Championship squad, but he's made them a Premier League squad, and I've said that every time. He's made them a Premier League squad. Now, it'll be interesting to see what happens with Mitrovic. Reports say that Fulham want him, and who can blame them, but apparently Newcastle would like around £20 million, so maybe they could spend some of that. Every signing, I would say, has improved them, which is fantastic, but they could do with spending a little bit more yet, just to tighten everything up. So yeah, they did really well to stay up, but I think they could do with another striker. Dwight Gale has never cut it in the Premier League. Perez has done really well. Joselu, Mitrovic looks like he's on his way out. Tony isn't good enough yet, and Adam Armstrong is still young. So I would go as far as saying that they could probably do with leaving, and getting at least one, maybe even 2 strikers in. But what he's done has been absolutely fantastic. And, he's got the best out of some players that aren't, the best. But, Shelby, he's looked so good under Rafa. And they are so lucky to have Rafa Benitez. So lucky. And they've always believed in Rafa. And they kept with Rafa even when they were relegated. And he has repaid them, which I think is fantastic. He has repaid them by giving them, so much of his time when he could be, a larger club, maybe a more, more dominant club, a European club. But he has repaid them, and I have a lot of respect for that. And Rafa Benitez is one of the best managers in the Premier League, and has continued to show why he is one of those. So once again, I think this is a great signing. And I think the plan for Chelsea is for him to have a good season and then for him to sell him. Which is the same as, a lot of players. Let's be fair, and that's just how it is. So tell me your thoughts down below on this signing. If you are a Newcastle United fan, I'd love to hear from other fans and people in general just on these signings. And tell me your thoughts down below. Get involved. Subscribe if you are new. I cover all transfers in the Premier League, so don't miss out. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Mike, and I will see you soon.